This video is about how and why you should proofread your writing for spelling. So let's start with a rather well-known internet exercise you can find on Google very easily, and it suggests the idea that as long as the first and last letter of the word is the same as the correct spelling, you'll be able to read it. So let's test it out. I couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading. The phenomenal power of the human mind, according to a research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess and you can still read it. I don't know what to it is. Without, isn't it? Without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Amazing. And I don't know if you were able to read it as easily as that, but that is a truth, that the human mind actually works out what the word is before you get to it. And that's why when you read forwards, you don't spot spelling mistakes, because your brain's always worked out what the word's going to be. Okay, well that was a little bit gimmicky. Let's try that with spellings that we actually know. So here are some spelling mistakes. See how many you can spot as we go. My friend and I went to see the show. We chose it because it was fantastic, even though One Direction were in it, who, you know, are rubbish. Later, we headed home on the train, which was late because of a broken down car on the line. However, we were happy that we had a supply of chocolate bars and packets of sweets until they were all eaten. So I'll give you a bit of a moment to go back and check how many spelling mistakes did you find. In fact, pause the video there and find out. So here they are, 14 spelling mistakes. So I'm going to suggest in a minute that what you need to do is read backwards from the bottom here, and you'll see these highlighted with blue are the only words that you wouldn't spot, because they're actually misspellings of the word that I'm supposed to use, but they equal other words. So this is choose and this is wear, and the meaning that we had was chose and were. Eaten, well, you spot that straight away. All were they until, there's only one L in until. Sweets of packets and bars, chocolate, oh, there's an E missing. Of supply, double P. A had, we that, happy were we, however. Line the, on, car down, broken, there's a C that shouldn't be there. A of, because, spelling mistake there. Late was which, missing H. Tryan, no, that should be train. The, on, home, headed, double D. So you can see how it works. Your mind just focuses on that word because it's got no idea what's coming next, simply because what you're reading doesn't make any kind of sense at all. And this, by the way, is why your spelling won't improve just by reading more and more books. Many people think that's the key to getting better at spelling. I'll show you why here. So this is an extract from The Hobbit, and I'm only going to show you the top half of the letters, but you'll still be able to read it. All that the unsuspecting Bilbo saw that morning was an old man with a staff. He had a tall pointed blue hat, a long grey cloak, a silver scarf over which his long white beard hung down below his waist, and immense black boots. Okay, now I'm just going to move it down gradually and let's see when you can actually read it. That's probably a bit difficult. There, you can probably read that. Good morning, said Bilbo, and he meant it, the sun. Let's see if we can, what's the minimum here? That's a bit too hard. Was shining and the grass was very, it's probably green instead of grown, but, and we know it's Gandalf in this, but Gandalf. Yep. Let's see, can we get it there? Looked at him from under long bushy eyebrows, that. Now let's see about this bit. Stuck out further than the brim of his shady hat. So there you go. That's why reading does not help you with your spelling unless you pay particular attention to it, which is the sign of a boring book, I expect. If you're excited about what you're reading, you won't notice the spelling at all. So I hope you enjoyed that, and remember how to check for spelling. Read backwards so it doesn't make sense. Good luck.